So many years ago, I was teaching intro chemistry, about 100 students or so, mostly freshmen, science and engineering types, but lots of different intended majors. And about a month into the course, a student asks me if he can take the final on a different day from everyone else because his family's going on vacation to Germany. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, why would anybody make reservations months in advance for vacation during exam week? So I said no, and I was pretty obstinate about it. Eventually, they changed their flights and all was well, but somehow I've never really felt good about this. When I started out teaching, there's a sense that you got to be stern, the students have to do this or that, and often that's appropriate, but after 30 years, one thing I've concluded is that the key to effective teaching, at least for me, lies in respecting the students, their intelligence, their time, their motivation, and once you have that, the rest follows naturally. So today, I'd be thinking more about what family pressures that student must have been under, and maybe I would have tried harder to offer alternatives while still encouraging him to change the flights as he ultimately did. I think that my overall approach to teaching is a result of an accumulation of just a lot of little things like that have come together to form a general mindset, but maybe the unifying theme stems from having had a lot of really impressive students. I once had someone who had studied lions on the Serengeti, another was a professional trumpet player. There have been people taking care of kids or holding down the fort for a chronically ill parent, foreign students who've left their families to study in a foreign place. And because of this, I've come to think that the stereotype of the grade-grubbing student who only wants to get extra points on a test is actually less prevalent than folklore would have it. Yeah, people may do poorly in my class, but it can be for lots of reasons. Academic preparation, overcommitment, family circumstances, disruptive roommates, all kinds of things. But actually, I think the vast majority of students are exceptional people with the right attitude. It's just that, sometimes stuff happens. So is this really about teaching, or is it just about trying to be a nice guy? Actually, I think it improves teaching. When students come to the university expecting to respect their professors, and there's often nothing more powerful and motivating than receiving respect back from someone you look up to. It elevates you. It gives you a little extra incentive to stay engaged and go the extra mile. I think it also adds another dimension to what we can teach our students. Last semester, I gave an exam on Wednesday night, and I was going to post the answer key first thing Thursday morning. But then 3:30 a.m., the phone rings, my dad needs to go to the emergency room. I was there for 13 hours. And so finally I got the answer key posted Thursday evening, which is later than I usually do. And in class the next day, I felt like students deserved some kind of explanation. So I told them what had happened, why I was so late. And then I get an email from the student. And it says, "Yesterday, I spent a good portion of time being frustrated that the answer key had not been uploaded to Moodle. I wanted to know the grade on my test that I had spent so long studying for, truly believing it would either make or break my day. When I came to lecture today, and you told us why you had not uploaded it, I couldn't help feeling foolish and selfish. It reminded me that in the midst of papers, tests, and labs, there are things in our lives that are so much more important than any grade on a test. Thank you for reminding me of that." And I just thought, wow. So for me, the issue of respect captures the essence of how I feel like I can amplify and optimize my influence as an educator. If I can set a high bar for myself, intellectually of course, but also personally, then hopefully not only have I raised the academic level, but I've also taught much more than chemistry.